Hey guys, this is Blue Flare 2004 again, and I previously reviewed and unboxed the Atari GameStation Pro. So for this video, I'm going to show you guys how to download ROM files like emulators into the Atari GameStation Pro via its microSD card. So let's check it out. And also, the Atari GameStation Pro, I never got to share this on my previous video, but ever since I got the Atari GameStation Pro, this thing has really increased my passion for video games. Like, I have really hope I get a hold of the rest of my video game stuff and everything I enjoy, so that I can really upload more videos about stuff I really wanted to review, you know? But that's in the future, and hopefully, I don't know, I just hope it happens eventually. So anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to show you guys how to download games into your Atari GameStation Pro. So, let's get into it. Now, this is the part where you Google what game you want to download, like this game, an ordinary Sonic hack, for example, which is, unfortunately, I couldn't find the Sega Genesis copy, and this is basically a website you would download this game on, for example. So you download there, you Google the game, download the file on your PC, and then you click on the file and make sure you get the file that matches, and make sure for Sega Genesis games it has to be a bin file, or else the file may not work. Then before you download the file into the microSD, you have to extract the file, or else the file will not download into the microSD card. Once the file is extracted, then you transfer the file into the microSD card, like so, as you'll see in the video. And then on the next clip, you'll see, transfer the file into games like so. I'm going to put this under hack because this is a Sonic hack. And then add the game into the file folder like this, into the microSD card. And then I'll show you the game in action. This is the screen you get when you have a microSD card inserted into the Atari GameStation Pro. So here's the folders and the files. We're going to go to Sega Genesis, and we go down to hacks. You'll find the game downloaded into the SD card. And basically, well, as soon as I scroll all the way down where the game file is. Now, those are all the games I got when I first got this microSD card on a website, on a retro gaming website that I purchased this thing on. It's got all the games on there. I paid like $65 for this thing. I am dead serious. So here's the hack. Now let's see it in action. So as you can see, the file works. Now, as long as the file matches what console this game's compatible with, like for example, Sega Genesis games are bin files. As long as it works, then yeah, anything goes on the Atari GameStation Pro, ranging from 8-bit to 16-bit games and the classic Atari games, I guess. So, that's how you download games on the Atari GameStation Pro. So here's that ordinary Sonic the Hedgehog hack in action. So, hopefully you guys get the idea of how to download games into the Atari GameStation Pro. Now, basically, I'm not going to download all the games, but basically, If it's an arcade game, then it appears as a zip file. If it's an Atari 2600 game, then it'll appear as a .A26 file. If it's an Atari 5200 file, then it has to be a .A52 file. If it's a 7800 game, then it has to be a .70 file to work. ColecoVision games are not available for this console, unfortunately. If it's a Game Boy game, then it has to be .GB for the file to work. Game Boy Color has a C at the end in addition to GBC. Game Boy Advance, GBA file. Game Gear, GG file. Sega Genesis and Mega Drive are bin files. NES and both Famicom and NES use .NES files. Super Nintendo use .sfc files, whereas both TurboGrafx-16 and PC Engine use .pce files. And Sega CD games, those are complicated. I forgot to mention that Sega Master System games, they have to be a .sms file for it to work. But Sega CD games such as, let's see, they have multiple files in each folder. Like a Sonic CD. Like, they have multiple bin files. But Sonic CD USA does have a .cue file. I don't know if that works. Yeah, I wouldn't count on playing Sega CD games on the Atari GameStation Pro. They don't work, so... And the sound... And even if you do manage to play them, there's no music or anything like that, or no sound, so... So for Sega CD games and ColecoVision games, you're out of luck. But it should play most of the games that this thing's compatible with, so... But I'm hoping there's a way to emulate that there'll be another console to emulate Sega CD games in the future. But for now, this is a good start. But anyway, hopefully you find this video helpful, and if you do, great. So be sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and be sure to smash that like button if you find this video helpful. And also, be sure to comment down below if there's any games you prefer to play on the Atari GameStation Pro, or if you prefer to play it on the original hardware. And hit the notification bell, and I'll also appreciate if you check out my other videos on this channel and share this entire channel and all my videos with it to everyone you know. This is Blue Flare 2004, signing off.